coming in, a big decision that has been taken by Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik. Odisha government, in convergence with Government of India initiative, will provide 50 lakh rupees to all health personnel, private and public, who lose their precious life in the fight against COVID-19 battle. And the Chief Minister has also said that state will treat them as martyrs and provide state funeral with state honours. This is a big move coming in from the Odisha government at a time when these doctors and healthcare workers who have been fighting this battle on the front line are our saviors, and very unfortunate that we see some very unfair treatment meted out to them in some parts of the country. The Odisha government now announcing that in convergence with the Government of India, it has taken the initiative to provide 50 lakh rupees to all health personnel, be it private or public, who lose their lives in the fight against COVID-19. Not just this, the Chief Minister has also said that state will treat them as martyrs and provide state funeral with state honours. Niranjan is picking up more inputs on this. He's joining us from Mumbai. Over to you, Niranjan.
Well, we have the full list of measures that have been taken by the Odisha government. The Odisha government are taking the frontline role on this measure to defend doctors and also healthcare workers. Let me tell you some of the announcements that have been made by the Odisha Chief Minister. We have the entire soundbite, the announcement that was made in English. We'll just play that out. But he has said the state government, in convergence with the Government of India, will ensure 50 lakh rupees is given for healthcare personnel, public and private, and members of all other support services who lose their lives in the fight against COVID. So 50 lakh rupees for all frontline workers, both private and public health personnel, if they lose their life in the battle against COVID. Second, the state will treat them as martyrs. The state will treat them as martyrs and provide state funeral with state honours. Third, a detailed scheme of awards will be instituted recognizing their unparalleled sacrifice. These awards will be given on national days. Fourth, families of all government personnel, medical and others, will continue to receive salary till the date of retirement. Fifth, that they will invoke NSA on those who attack doctors. I think that's a very big announcement. Dr. Rajan Sharma, who was live on Republic TV, joining us live on the phone line once again. Dr. Rajan Sharma is also the Indian Medical Association President. Dr. Sharma, your first response, Odisha government declaring that they will treat them as martyrs. They will treat them as martyrs and provide state funeral with state honours and invoke National Security Act against those COVID villains who attack doctors. Dr. Rajan Sharma.
Thank you, sir. I welcome the move, but I would seriously appreciate that we don't reach the status and state of being a martyr. And again, I would request that this needs to be addressed nationally, sir, rather than statewide. I thank the Honorable CM of Odisha to have thought of so. But yes, also he should take this up with the central government to make it a central act and ordinance which is prevalent and relevant in the entire country.
Well, Dr. Sharma, I want you to listen to what Naveen Patnaik has just said. He has said they will treat them as martyrs, and also ensure state honour, state funeral is given. He's come down very heavily on the attacks on doctors and healthcare workers, frontline workers. Says that if anyone indulges in any act that will disturb or dishonour their work, very strict criminal action will be taken, invoking National Security Act. Here's the announcement. Let's play that out.
The war is being fought by our doctors and healthcare professionals in the front lines, assisted by a huge army of support services. In the absence of any cure or vaccine, those fighting the COVID war for us are taking a huge risk by putting themselves in the front. We have a rich tradition of honoring our brave hearts who fight for the country and acknowledge their supreme sacrifice. In the same spirit, we propose to recognize and honor the valiant war being done by our COVID warriors. The state government, in convergence with the Government of India initiative, will ensure that rupees 50 lakhs is given for all health personnel both private and public, and members of all support services who lose their precious lives in the fight against COVID-19. The state will treat them as martyrs and will provide state funerals with state honors. A detailed scheme of ours will be instituted recognizing their unparalleled sacrifice. These awards will be given on national.
So that's, the COVID heroes who lose their lives in this battle will be treated as martyrs. Not exactly martyr status, but will be treated like martyrs and will be given a state funeral. And that's a big announcement being made by the Odisha government. I think in the campaign for our COVID heroes, this is a very big announcement. Dr. Rajan Sharma is still on the phone line with us. He is the IMA president. Dr. Rajan Sharma, so would you still urge all state governments to bring in an ordinance, or are you asking the centre to bring in an ordinance? Yesterday we saw that detailed press release from the IMA. Now,
yes.
What has been the response from the centre to your request?
We are still waiting for a response. I would like to apprise you, 23 states and 2 union territories have had passed their Healthcare Establishment Protection Act. But these acts became irrelevant because there were not necessary changes in the IPC and CRPC. Hello? Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Go ahead.
And they are incomplete because of the relevant changes in the IPC and CRPC. And also, sir, as you are aware, as in COVID crisis, the various acts, the Disaster Act and the Epidemic Act are in force. NSA is never going to be a long-term solution. However, I welcome the initiative of Honorable Naveen Patnaik ji, and I thank him for that move and his gesture. But, sir, I would pray to God that we don't have to achieve that status. We go on serving our population and our country and get proper security in this environment. It is all the more pertinent. Naveen sir is requested to write to the central government to immediately work on issuing a central ordinance as a special protection act for the healthcare and healthcare establishments.
Okay, Dr. Rajan Sharma, thank you for joining us with your inputs. That's the IMA president who is still urging the centre and all states to take measures to ensure that COVID heroes, doctors, frontline workers don't come under attack. We've seen an attack yesterday as well when a doctor's remains was being taken for last rites. Even dignity was denied in this case in Chennai. And tipping point really for our doctors who are going all out, putting their lives on the line. We're seeing what's happening in Mumbai as well. In Mumbai, many doctors, many frontline workers have tested positive. Okay, we'll take a short break at this point. I'm handing it back to you for now, and we'll come back with the breaking news story. Handing it back to you.
All right, and quickly recapping for our viewers, most importantly, the point made by IMA President Dr. Rajan Sharma that this is an initiative that must be taken up by all the states across the country, and it is important that the safety and dignity of doctors is respected at this time when they are putting their own lives at stake to save the people of the country. Meanwhile, Odisha government now making it very clear that they will give the status of martyrs to those doctors and healthcare workers who lose their lives in fighting COVID. And I believe Niranjan has more details on this. Niranjan, what more are you picking up?
Yeah, we have the AIMS director as well. Let's put this question to him, and you can also feel free to please ask him questions. AIMS director Dr. Randeep Guleria is joining us on the phone line. Several key announcements have been made, Dr. Guleria, by the Odisha Chief Minister, and I'd like your response on that. First, COVID heroes, doctors, healthcare workers, frontline heroes will be given 50 lakh rupees if they lose their lives. Secondly, they will be treated as martyrs and given a state funeral. And third, their families will continue to get salaries until the age of retirement. And fourth, those who attack COVID, doctors who are in COVID duty will be treated under the National Security Act, will be punished under NSA. Your response, Dr. Guleria?
So I think this is a very welcome step because there is an urgent need to protect our COVID warriors. and also there is a need to make sure that no one harms them, and they are honored for the work they're doing. They're putting their life at stake, and therefore giving them a martyr status, and also looking after their family if they die during this fight against COVID is a very, very welcome step.
And, there have been several demands that have been placed by many doctors, given what's happening, and what's been happening across India, Dr. Guleria, in the wake of the attacks on doctors. Do you feel there should be, action taken to set an example? Because these attacks haven't stopped. Even yesterday, there was an attack in Chennai, and they've been very disturbing. Some doctors, some bodies, including the IMA, has asked for stringent action, ordinance if required, to fight such attacks.
So I do agree that action needs to be taken and something needs to be done, but I also think that there is a need to be able to reach out and educate the public to make them realize that the panic and the fear that they have regarding getting the infection from someone who has passed away, whether it be a doctor or a patient, is really unfounded. And I think there is also a big need to have a campaign where we can give proper awareness and knowledge to help the general public. There is a lot of panic, and this is a effect of an panic that has been created. And I do agree that we should take strict action against those who create rumors and those who do resort to violence. Action needs to be taken.
Strict action and also awareness. Dr. Randeep Guleria, appreciate you speaking to Republic TV this afternoon. Okay, handing it back to you, Suesha. That's a big move, and we'll take a short break and we'll come back with the headlines this hour.